Today I'm going to review the CIMB Visa Signature credit card, and you will want to pay attention to this review because this card gives you a whopping 10% cashback on eligible transactions. Now, is it as good as 10% cashback sounds? We'll find out. The CIMB Visa Signature used to be a really great card because it gave 10% cashback on online transactions as well as groceries and dining. And online transactions included Grab top-ups. So you could actually use this card, top up your Grab, get 10% on $500 of spend per month. So you get $50 of cashback from topping up your Grab, and then you use your Grab to spend on everything else. So all this was in the past, and old men like me like to talk about the past, but I thought it would be good to give some background to this card and how it has gone from one of the top tier cards I used to use to something I had to dig out from my closet. Currently, the CIMB Visa Signature gives its 10% cashback rate on 5 categories: online shopping, groceries, beauty and wellness, pets, and cruises for some reason. And there is a minimum spend of $800 required per month to get the 10% cashback rate. Now, these 5 categories are pretty common areas of spend aside from perhaps cruises. And if you're not a pet owner, of course, pets wouldn't really relate to you. But things like online shopping, groceries, as well as your beauty and wellness, these are things that most people should be able to clock spend on. Now, the issue with CIMB Visa Signature is that you have sub-limits on each of these categories, and the cashback cap is $20 per category. This means that you can only spend a maximum of $200 per category to get the 10% cashback rate. If you spend $800 on the groceries category, you're only going to get $20, which is 2.5% cashback instead of the 10% cashback promised. So if you want to get a full 10% cashback on $800 of spend, you need to spend $200 on online shopping, $200 on groceries, $200 on beauty and wellness, and $200 on cruises or pets and related expenses. So while the 10% cashback is the highest cashback earn rate you'll find anywhere in Singapore, it is not as easy as Maybank Family and Friends to use because you cannot select your categories, and also each category has a much lower amount of spend, $200 compared to $312.50 for Maybank Family and Friends. And of course, compared to a card like Citi Cashback, which has no sub-limits, meaning to say you can spend all $800 on groceries and get 8% cashback on that $800, CIMB Visa Signature, again, you have to put spending into the different categories nicely in order to get 10% cashback. Now, this video is brought to you by Weeboo, and you can use my link satisfy.com/Weeboo to sign up and get yourself fantastic goodies such as free shares. Weeboo also currently gives you 0% commission as well as let you trade from as low as $5 per trade, and therefore you can lower your cost by a lot and trade with small amounts. And you get free shares to kickstart your investment journey. So I really thank Weeboo for sponsoring this video, because without sponsors like this, I don't think I will be that hardworking in making videos. Thanks Weeboo again for sponsoring this video. There are still ways to squeeze a good amount of cashback from this card, and the strategy I've thought of is to buy $200 of supermarket vouchers and get 10% cashback under the grocery category. And then you go to a pharmacy like Unity, which allows you to top up your Fair Price gift card, or Guardian, which sells dairy farm vouchers, which allows you to buy groceries from places like Cold Storage or Giant. And then you buy $200 worth of vouchers and you get 10% cashback under the beauty and wellness category. You can then go to an online shopping site and buy, you guessed it, supermarket vouchers and get 10% cashback again on up to $200 of spend, or just spend on whatever you tend to spend on online shopping websites like Lazada and Shopee and get your 10% cashback. And then you still have $200 of spend left to hit the minimum spend of $800 per month. Assuming you spend $200 on anything else, you have actually gotten $60 of cashback from the $600 of spend earlier on, and therefore your effective cashback rate is actually 7.5% cashback on $800 of spend. Take this for example, let's say I've already spent $200 in the grocery category, $200 in the beauty and wellness category. I then buy something like $400 on the online shopping category, let's say an AirPods Pro and AirTag perhaps, and in total I've spent $800, of which $400 are grocery spend. I will actually get $60 cashback on this $800 of spend, making my cashback rate 7.5% cashback, which is one of the highest, if not the highest cashback rate you can get on online shopping, and therefore CIMB Visa Signature is a worthy card if you consider cases like this. Now you may be thinking, hey, that's not as good as the 8% cashback Maybank Family and Friends give, or Citi Cashback, which also gives 8% cashback. But you have to remember that the last $200 of spend is on most things that you can think of, as long as they are not explicitly excluded by the CIMB Visa Signature, which means you can use it to pay for public transportation, pay for Grab, pay for dining, or whatever you can think of that is considered a retail spend, and get 7.5% on this $200 of spend. Maybank Family and Friends and Citi Cashback card will require you to spend only on things within the categories that they give the high cashback rate on. Of course, if you're a pet owner like me, you can use the $200 on buying pets related stuff and therefore get the full 10% cashback rate. Or if you're going for a cruise, that $200 also will get you 10%, although I'm not sure where you can get cruise for under $200. Now, of course, this card isn't the easiest to use if it doesn't revolve around your areas of spend per month. But for 10% cashback, I think buying some supermarket vouchers from various sources is a rather easy thing to do. Again, 10% cashback is so good, I don't mind jumping through a little bit of hoops to get this 10% cashback. The second strategy I have for this card is actually to use the card rather suboptimally. And what I mean is that instead of trying to fit your spend nicely into 200 blocks for each category, you can go ahead and spend, let's say, $400 per category, up to 2 categories, and then you get $40 of cashback. And that represents 5% cashback on the entire spend. Meaning to say you can maybe spend $400 on cruise and then $400 on online shopping, and you still get $40 of cashback on $800 of spend, and that's a respectable 5% cashback. Given that it is 10% cashback when used optimally, even a suboptimal usage of it can get you anywhere between 5 to 7% depending on the areas that you spend on this card. So I think this card is actually worth looking at, especially now that UOB 1 has been nerfed repeatedly over the years, and therefore this card in relation has now become something more viable, and I will see more use of it, personally speaking, for my own expenses. The CIMB Visa Signature has no annual fees to worry about, so you can sign up, get the sign up goodies, refer to the description box for more details, and then chuck it aside in your drawer and never worry about having to pay annual fees on it. But I think it is a card that's good enough for spends every now and then, especially if you're a pet owner like me. Now, if you want to sign up for this card, I'll appreciate you use my link, and you also get yourself some attractive sign up goodies and help me to continue making more content for this channel and my website. Now, if you like my content, do drop me a like. It helps my channel more than you can think. Also, subscribe to my Telegram group for more updates and content, and I'll see you next video.